Okay, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to draft follow-up emails for your sales leads using Claude and also using Genspark. So for starters, I cannot really show you the actual follow-up emails, but it did draft it for me already. So here's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to go ahead and use Genspark and just kind of press this button. I had you draft up, I think, 4 to 5 follow-up emails for admissions leads today. I'm recording a YouTube video right now. I want you to replace those people's names and replace the companies that they worked at, but just show me how you help me draft up those emails so I can show on a YouTube video, a YouTube tutorial, how I use Claude to draft up my follow-up emails and why Claude is the best tool to draft up those follow-up emails. I need you to replace the name so there's no reference of those actual leads that we have spoke with that were interested in our program. And then on top of that, I also need you to replace the company names as well. And I only need you to pull up the specific references for the people that were qualified to pay the entire amount. Okay, so now that we've actually come back, because I actually take a break, it actually, for whatever reason, I think it's like a high usage time. This is actually, I just went for the gym and came back, is we have 3 lead profiles right here. And for what it is that I do high ticket career coaching. I provided it with as much information as possible, and it actually gave me, and I'll go out there and scroll all the way to the bottom. We do high ticket career coaching, and I gave it the following information. Number 1 is what are their jobs? What kind of companies are they working at right now? What kind of salaries are they targeting next? What are their unique pain points? What are their specific objections and hesitations? When did we last go ahead and speak, as well as their personality type? And it helped draft up 3 emails just in case the first one they're not going to respond to, which I'm automating all 3. I do advise people to go ahead and review it before they go and blast it out. But overall, this saved me a gigantic amount of freaking time because I think I could write this myself as well. But here's the thing, like this whole process saved 2 major barriers. Being able to voice prompt saved me a lot of finger time. And then also, it helped me get my thoughts out faster. And the other thing here is, I remember when I used to do this, my brain would legitimately be hurting, even if it took me like 20 or 30 minutes, and I'm also trying to recall specific instances. This is absolutely not a waste of time at all, because the other thing that you also have to factor in is the more information that you're feeding Claude, it's going to help you. It's going to build a repository of these emails for you in the future. It's also going to go ahead, like anytime somebody on your team's like, hey, I'm dealing with this demographic, right? It's also going to be able to help draft that up for you. And it also ties into some of the sales scripts that you're going to be using in the future when you are building and scaling up your sales team. So if you're not using Claude to go ahead and draft up your follow-up emails, you're completely missing out. The other thing here is now I can use Claude Cowork to automate not only the follow-up, just in case they don't respond to all 3 of these emails. We're going to go out there and I can go out there and create prompts right now for Claude to go out there and keep on automating the follow-up, maybe down to like once a month, so we don't go out there and seem annoying. But regardless of which, this is a major time saver, and I imagine there's going to be so many other cool things that Claude's going to be able to go and do. So let's go ahead and actually take a look at our lead profiles. Lead profile number 1 is actually, and it actually took a lot of time because I have to replace the names of the companies, but somebody that was like a 400K person targeting for a 500K role. And it was like the gap between $400,000 and $500,000 isn't really a salary problem. It's like you're stuck because, you're not stuck because you lack skill. You're stuck because the game's changed and the playbook that got you $400,000 at your current company is not going to get you to $500,000 anywhere else. Okay, the back end work that you're doing right now is invisible. And, it's like the next cohort starting on April 6th, blah, 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 blah. Second cohort. What $7,000 actually cost you? It's like, hey, Sarah, it's like you push back on the $7,000, and that's fair. It's not a small number. We get it. We run actually a very expensive program here, but we're still cheaper than a lot of other programs that don't deliver results. that we do. But here's the math: like you're at $400,000 targeting a $500,000 job. That's $100,000 more per year. If we got you there and your program paid for itself 14 times over, the risk isn't $7,000. The real risk is another 12 months in the same back end job, watching the window close for a $500,000 move gets smaller as AI reshapes the entire shapes what companies are actually looking for. You're actually losing money, right? It's like last thing I'll say about this. So I actually have all these different emails right here. I've reviewed it all. I encourage you to also review it before you go out there and blast it out. I will go ahead and make a little bit of tweaks where I find areas is going to be very difficult, but overall, this for me, it took me about like 6 minutes to go ahead and tell the machine Claude here. I think the 3 leads that I've recently just spoken to last week before we broke for the weekend, including walking my team through this as well, drafted up those emails and the sequences. All in all, this process took about 20 minutes. And I had my team do this now for subsequently. Everybody's got about like 30 to 40 people that's in their pipeline that is kind of like on the fence, could possibly swing left and right. They got this thing done right now in about like all of them. Like I would say the first round of it took them all like about 30-35 minutes. Now they can just basically prompt it in about 5 minutes with their voice, automate it to shoot out in about like 10 to 15 minutes, and then go ahead and move on with their day. Pretty decent. And it's also giving them a lot of ideas too, like in terms of like people that they come across with these same pain points and these same personality types coming out from these same backgrounds. It's helping us actually build and update our sales script book so that it can go out there and actually do so much more later for us. So that's all we do here on this channel. Sales AI is just showing salespeople how to use AI to go out there and scale up their sales. Okay, you guys can always reach out to me on LinkedIn if you guys need more use cases, but we're kind of documenting all this stuff here on our team because we're learning a lot as we're going, and it just shows me every single day that there's so much more to learn and there is no limit to what it is that we can do with these tools.